It's track reviews.
Woo! Hey everybody, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd! I'm here! I'm excited! We're here together! A brand new song from Kanye West! It is Yeezy season once again. West day ever. Kanye is back on social media. He's telling people about shoes, clothes that don't look that great. You know, so once that's in the air, you know some music is on the way. And here we have it, Wash Us in the Blood, featuring Travis Scott. Have no idea what to expect from this. From the title, I would say that Kanye is still kind of on his Christian thing, which is fine. Which is cool. Not ultimately a bad thing. Kanye has expressed his faith in multiple eras of his career. Doing it once again in this new era doesn't really make much of a difference to me, as long as the production and songwriting is good. Okay? Because that's ultimately what I want out of this thing. Let me give a quick shout out to our sponsor in this video, the good people over at The Ridge. They make these nifty, awesome metal-plated wallets that fit nicely in your front pocket. Replace that disgusting bulky leather wallet in your pants right now or sitting on the desk in front of you today using the link down below with promo code MELON to get 10% off. Cool? Cool. All right, let's do this. Kanye West, Wash Us in the Blood, Travis Scott, bam. I kind of mess with that. I liked that. It was simple. It was hard hitting. It was straightforward. Thematically and topically, it was very much of the moment, especially with the very unsettling footage throughout the entire video, which was really raw. That reflected the sound of the song, the production of the song itself. But let me say the most obvious thing about this track, the thing I think most people may be thinking about this track, kind of sounds like Yeezus, which inherently is not a bad thing. It's just that it is rare that Kanye is going back to a sound from his past to the extent that the song could literally just fit snugly into the track list of that album that sound originates, or that style was kind of popularized in his discography. You know, this track really could slip into the Yeezus track list and sound right at home amongst Blood on the Leaves and On Sight and all of that. But what I do like about this song is that, again, like Yeezus, it's eerie, it's harsh, it's loud, it's dark. There's that really sharp kind of chorus or like delayed effect on Kanye's voice that causes it to pop out in like a really aggressive way. The beat is really primal and just ominous, but unlike many tracks from Yeezus, this song strikes me as being pretty raw in terms of production, delivery, overall sound. I mean, Yeezus is a relatively raw album, not nearly as raw as The Life of Pablo, but certainly Kanye's rawest record at the time. And this song seems like it's just taking off on that and bringing it a few steps further down the road. But interestingly, considering this religious revamp that Kanye's career is undergoing right now, he fits in some elements of that in the lyrics, obviously in the samples of the preacher, some of the gospel undertones of this track too. Lyrically, Kanye is essentially responding to the times of chaos that we are in the middle of and asking God to save us, stop this, fix this. This is crazy. Obviously, Kanye sort of puts that change on the shoulders of average people who need to be washed in the blood of Christ and accept that because, you know, that's just kind of the Christian narrative, and that's fine. That's your narrative. That's your prerogative. If there is anything I wished the song presented more, though, it is more of Kanye's perspective on that, or a stronger reaction to the events that had led him to protest, had led him to make this song, had led him to put together this music video. Because when we do get like a full, more robust verse from Kanye, it's obviously smart. It's well written. I love the calm yay bar and play on words there. That is classic fucking Kanye all the way. But for the most part, what he is going on about is just, you know, the typical narrative about they can't handle me unfiltered. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to go wild. I'm going to say whatever I want to say. That's just me. I can't be controlled. Which, of course, can tie into a greater narrative of racism and subjugation and mistreatment of black artists in the music industry, of course. But it's not like we haven't heard Kanye talk about this stuff before. And we've also heard Kanye talk about before issues of being forced into a societal situation where you are selling drugs, trapped in the system, mass incarceration, and then characterizing all of this as some sort of genocide. That obviously is a few steps forward, a bit bolder, which is great. I think a strong statement for this song. The refrains and messaging on this, they are repetitive, but also necessary and flow pretty well and certainly stick in your brain. I don't mind Travis Scott's verse. I don't mind his vocal leads. His input and appearance on the track just seems to be pretty short and compartmentalized, while I do think he's a good ad for this song and certainly brings things back to that Yeezus era once again. The track could have easily done without him. Maybe a better performance from him or just a more creative placement or use of him, I think would have improved the track. But outside of that, and maybe a few more bars from Ye, I can't really think of anything else I would have wanted from this song. It goes, it's socially charged, it is of the moment, the whole thing is structured really well, didn't catch anything in terms of like a garbage or a trash or a throwaway bar. It's a generally gratifying song that doesn't feel like Kanye is skimping in any way, shape, or form. So in the end, I guess it's really just a matter of whether or not you care for the message and whether or not you're interested in hearing Kanye go back to this Yeezus era, but a little bit more aggressively, a bit more raw, which for me is cool. I mean, one of my main issues with Yeezus has always been that it could have gone harder, it could have been nastier, especially given the backdrop of industrial hip hop around that time. Seeing Kanye do this in a way that just seems a bit darker and a bit more in your face is great. Sincerely, I welcome that and welcome Kanye going further down this road as well if he wants to. So those are my thoughts on this new song. Dug it quite a bit. Let me know what you think of this track. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? What do you think I should review next? And over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Kanye West, Wash Us in the Blood, featuring Travis Scott, Forever.